BMW K100 RT for sale on eBay. In the paperwork there is the V5 registration document for former keepers. It has its HPI check certificate, which I've just done. That shows the bike is all completely clear, no actions of finance or anything else there, and the bike's history to be concerned about. It has a bunch of its old MOT test certificates, with its last one expiring September the 17th 2010, and it goes back many years to these old style MOTs. Some of these are dated from 2003, 4, that sort of era. There's that. The bike is currently on a SORN, statutory off-road notice. That ends in October 2012. There's also some irrelevant paperwork there, including an old registration document. So looking around the bike, there are a few little things to point out. The bike has been in storage, it's been cleaned and protected with WD-40, and you will see shiny and dull patches around the bike. Obviously these need cleaning off to make the bike look a little bit nicer. The left indicator is intermittent in its operation. I suspect that could be a dry switch, maybe WD-40, and that switch would cure that. Sometimes the grease that is packed in these switches to protect them from corrosion slowly hardens and eventually turns into candle wax and separates the contacts, so that is possibly what's wrong with that, although I haven't checked. The starter button is intermittent also, but actually what is happening is the start motor is spinning and doesn't always engage with the flywheel. Out of about 10 times when I started it failed once, so you're going to need to deal with that because the bike is a bit heavy to bump start. The rear shock absorber has started to leak where the bike has been left standing. The steel in here has gone hard and the oil has come out. Although you could possibly refill that, it's probably easier to replace it with a replacement unit from somewhere like James Sherlock or off an eBay parts listing. The steering on the bike also has gone tight where the bike's been sitting around. I suspect you might have to dissolve the grease a little bit if you can get some WD-40 into that. I don't think it's an adjustment thing, it just feels like old grease to me. When I've used the bike a little bit, it did seem to free up a bit, but still it's still too tight. I doubt whether it would pass an MOT being as tight as that is at the moment. So there we go. Good luck with the bidding.